Are you preparing for a Spring Boot 3 developer interview? In this video, we cover the most commonly asked interview questions and answers on micrometer metrics and micrometer tracing, a critical part of modern Spring applications for observability and performance monitoring. 1. What is micrometer in Spring Boot? Answer. Micrometer is the default metrics collection framework integrated with Spring Boot 3. It provides a facade that allows developers to collect and export metrics in a way that is independent of the underlying monitoring system. It acts as a bridge between your application and monitoring tools like Prometheus, Datadog, or New Relic. Micrometer supports both built-in metrics like JVM, CPU, HTTP requests, and custom user-defined metrics. 2. What are the main types of metrics supported by Micrometer? Answer. Micrometer supports various meter types for different use cases. Counter, used to track values that only increase, such as the number of requests or errors. Gauge, used for values that can go up and down, like memory usage or thread count. Timer, measures how long something takes and how often it happens, such as request durations. Distribution summary, tracks distributions of values, like the size of files being uploaded. Long task timer, designed for tracking the duration of long-running operations. 3. How does Spring Boot expose metrics using Micrometer? Answer. Spring Boot uses the actuator module to expose metrics through HTTP endpoints. When enabled, the /actuator/metrics endpoint allows developers and monitoring tools to access application performance data. The metrics are collected automatically for various components, including HTTP endpoints, thread pools, memory usage, garbage collection, and data sources. This data is exposed in a format suitable for the chosen monitoring backend, like Prometheus. 4. What is the role of meter registry in Micrometer? Answer. The meter registry is the central component in Micrometer that stores and manages all metrics. It is responsible for registering, managing, and publishing metrics to external systems. All built-in and custom metrics go through the registry, which aggregates and exports them to the configured backend such as Prometheus or Datadog. 5. How does Micrometer integrate with external monitoring systems? Answer. Micrometer achieves backend integration through the use of registry-specific modules. For example, to integrate with Prometheus, developers include the Prometheus registry dependency, which enables Micrometer to expose metrics in the Prometheus-compatible format. Similarly, there are registry modules for Datadog, New Relic, Graphite, and others. This modular approach allows switching monitoring backends with minimal code changes. 6. What are the advantages of using Micrometer? Answer. Backend agnostic. Works with multiple monitoring systems without tight coupling. Unified API, developers can define custom metrics in a consistent way regardless of the backend. Spring Boot integration, seamless with actuator for automatic metrics. Low overhead, lightweight, and designed for high-performance applications. 7. What is micrometer tracing? Answer. Micrometer tracing is the distributed tracing component of Micrometer introduced in Spring Boot 3 as a replacement for Spring Cloud Sleuth. It enables developers to trace the flow of requests across microservices by creating and managing spans and traces. This helps in identifying performance issues, bottlenecks, and understanding application behavior in distributed systems. 8. What is the difference between a span and a trace? Answer. A trace represents the complete journey of a request as it moves through different services and systems. A span is a single unit of work within that trace. Each span has a start and end time and may include metadata like tags and logs. A trace is composed of multiple spans connected in a parent-child relationship, forming a tree or timeline of operations. 9. How does micrometer tracing compare to Spring Cloud Sleuth? Answer. Micrometer tracing is a more modern and modular replacement for Spring Cloud Sleuth. It offers better integration with Micrometer's metrics system and provides native support for OpenTelemetry and Brave, the two main tracing bridges. It is lightweight, backend agnostic, and supports a more flexible observation API, making it suitable for modern observability platforms. 10. Which tracing backends are supported by Micrometer tracing? Answer. Micrometer tracing supports various distributed tracing backends through bridges. Zipkin, a popular tracing system that uses the Brave library. OpenTelemetry, a vendor-neutral standard for observability that supports exporting to systems like Jaeger, Grafana, Lightstep, and others. By configuring the appropriate bridge, developers can choose which system they want to use for tracing. 11. How does Spring Boot 3 enable tracing in applications? Answer. Spring Boot 3 uses Micrometer Tracing and allows configuration through properties files to control sampling rates, enable/disable tracing, and define the export location for trace data. This allows seamless integration without requiring significant code changes. Developers can also manually create and manage spans when they need fine-grained control. 12. What is the purpose of the @observed annotation in Spring Boot 3? Answer. The @observed annotation is a declarative way to instrument methods with Micrometer's observation API. When applied, it automatically creates metrics and tracing spans for that method, enabling developers to observe business logic execution without manually managing timers or spans. It simplifies observability by making it declarative and consistent. 13. How do micrometer metrics and tracing work together? Answer. Micrometer unifies metrics and tracing through the observation API, which provides a common model for both. Observations can produce both metrics, e.g., how often something happened and how long it took, and tracing data, e.g., where a request originated and how it flowed. This unified approach enhances observability by offering both quantitative and contextual information about system behavior. 14. What are common best practices when using Micrometer in production? Answer. Limit tag cardinality. Avoid using highly variable tags like user IDs to prevent memory bloat. Use sampling. In tracing, control the sampling rate to balance visibility and overhead. Monitor critical paths. Focus on endpoints, database queries, and external calls. Use unified observability. Leverage both metrics and tracing for a comprehensive view. Secure endpoints. Protect metrics and tracing endpoints to prevent data leaks.